Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we'll be beginning the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Banu Israel entered Egypt with their grandfather Yaqub alayhi salam. They stayed in Egypt and started to rule the land. They controlled the farms and industries. They controlled the money and became the rich people of Egypt. Fir'aun, the king of Egypt, feared that Banu Israel would take his kingdom. He took their wealth and punished them. He took the lands which they had taken over. He made them into slaves. They served him and the other Egyptians in the farms and by building cities. Fir'aun dreamed that a fire came from Syria and burned the houses of the Egyptians and his palace. It did not burn the houses of Banu Israel. The astrologers came and explained the dream. They said that a boy was going to be born from Banu Israel. This boy was going to end his kingdom. Fir'aun ordered his army. No baby boy can be born to Banu Israel except that he must be killed. In the house of Imran of Banu Israel, his wife was pregnant. The time came for her to give birth. How was she going to do so? Fir'aun's men would kill the baby just as they had killed so many before him. She had nobody to turn to but Allah. She asked him to save her baby from Fir'aun. Allah revealed to her, "Feed him milk. When you fear for his life, put him in the river. Do not fear and do not be sad. We shall certainly return him to you and make him from amongst the messengers." The lady was sure that it was Allah who gave her this order. She made a basket and put her baby in it. She then put it in the river and placed her trust in Allah, who had promised to save her baby and returned him to her. Asiya was the wife of Fir'aun. She was standing on the bank of the Nile when she saw a basket floating on the river. She called out to the slave girls. One of them rushed and brought the basket back. Asiya opened the basket. She saw the baby and immediately loved him. She went to her husband and said, "The comfort of my eye and yours. Do not kill him. Perhaps he will benefit us, or we can make him our son." Fir'aun wanted to kill him. She kept asking him not to, until he changed his mind. He agreed to keep the baby. The nurses came. They were greedy for the money that Fir'aun would give for feeding the baby. The baby, however, would not accept the milk of any of them. They were all confused about him. Near the palace, the baby's sister was listening to the news. She saw this as her chance and said to Asiya, "Shall I show you a family who will look after him for you, and they will be well-wishers unto him?" Asiya agreed because the baby needed to drink, and she loved him. In this way, the baby went back to his mother. She was almost mad with worry. Her heart almost stopped beating, but Allah kept her firm. She said, "Praise be to Allah, my son has returned to me." The baby drank her milk. Asiya named him Musa. Musa alayhi salam grew into a child, and his mother told him his true story. He praised Allah for saving him. He worshipped Allah with his brother Harun and his father Imran. He became a young man, and Allah gave him knowledge and strength in his body. Musa alayhi salam lived in Fir'aun's palace. He knew the slaves and they knew him. Banu Israel knew his story and they loved him. One day, Musa alayhi salam went out in Memphis, Egypt's capital at the time. He heard a voice calling him, "Musa, Musa, save me." Two men were fighting. One was a man of Fir'aun and another was a man of Banu Israel. The Egyptian wanted to kill the Jew. Musa alayhi salam went to help the Jew. Musa alayhi salam hit him and killed him mistakenly without meaning to. Musa alayhi salam saw the dead man and said, "This is the work of the devil. He is a clear misguiding enemy." He then turned to Allah and said, "O my Rabb, verily I wronged myself, so forgive me." Allah forgave him. Musa alayhi salam felt that Allah forgave him. He said, "O my Rabb, because you have favored me, I shall never be a helper to the criminals." Musa alayhi salam walked in Memphis. He was scared of Fir'aun's spies. A day had passed since the killing of the Egyptian. Fir'aun was certain to look for the killer. Suddenly he heard the same voice which called him the day before. The same man who asked him for help the day before was now fighting with another Egyptian. Musa alayhi salam said to him, "You are a clear troublemaker." The Jew thought that Musa alayhi salam intended evil for him. He said, "Do you intend to kill me like you killed a life yesterday? You do not intend except to be a tyrant on earth. You do not intend to be amongst those who recify." The Egyptian heard what they spoke. He rushed to Fir'aun to tell him what happened. Fir'aun gave orders to kill Musa alayhi salam. A man who loved Musa alayhi salam rushed to him and told him, "O Musa, those in power plan to kill you. Go, I am your well-wisher." Musa alayhi salam fled from Egypt. Fir'aun would definitely kill him if the palace man caught him. Musa alayhi salam went in the direction of the desert, not knowing where he was going to go to. He trusted Allah and asked Him to save him. He said, "Maybe my Rabb will guide me to the right path, the path of safety." He went for 7 days without food or water. He ate leaves from trees and grass from the earth. It was a difficult journey. He then found himself by a well where there were many people. Inshallah, that will be it for this session. We'll continue with the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam in the next session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.